Wow, I think this animation looks great already. Now let's make it look even better and clean up those lines. Back to it.
Alright, time for some cleanup. I want to make these keys and in-betweens look really neat and clean before we actually color them afterwards. So for that I'm going to create a new layer, a new folder as well, a new video folder. Seeing as I've got these few extra frames that I haven't used over there, I'm going to transfer those into a new video folder. I'm just going to select them. There's a quick way to do this here by clicking on this little arrow down here. You can create a new video group from clips. So Photoshop calls these little layers clips. So you could just create a new video group and that would be just an empty one, or create a new video group from the clips. As you can see, it's just created this new video group there. I'm going to call this clean lines. Yeah, clean lines. Let's go with that. And they contain these orange frames, so I'm going to move them around here, back over here. I'm going to make this folder, I'm going to change it to multiply, because again it's going to be some black lines, and sometimes I erase with white, and so I don't want to see the white. If I put it on multiply, I will only see the black. And I'm going to choose one of my brushes. This one is a plain brush. So yeah, so let's start with the first main keyframe. Oh, actually, hang on. Let's start with the base of the box. So I'm going to remove the lid in the animation. I'm going to go back to that little guy down there. I'm going to create a new layer. I want to chop it as well because it's too long. There we go. I'm going to give it a name. Let's say box line. Anything you like. And I'm going to make this one as well multiply. There we go. And now I just need to clean up this part. So let's start with that. So to help me out with the cleanup, I can actually use this smoothing tool here. It's quite handy. It's on 10% by default. It's pretty new in Photoshop Creative Cloud. Depending on which version, you may not have this tool, but if you do have it, use it. I'm going to put it to 30% thereabouts. It's going to be easier to make some nice clean lines with this. Now I don't really want the lines to be perfectly straight. I like it to still look quite hand-drawn. Okay, I think that's it. I'm just going to hide the rough sketch at the back. There you go. See? It's good enough. I'm happy with that. It looks clean. So I can now really get rid of the sketch. I'm just going to put that one in the bin and move on to the next bit, which is the lid. I want to see my inks a little bit more clearly, so I want to make the rough animation a little bit less visible. I'm going to take the opacity down to maybe 50%, even more, 30%. There you go. I'm going to go back to my clean lines, and that way when I clean up I'll see the difference a bit better. So let's clean this one up first. Okay, that's it for the first lid, and let's go to the next one. Okay, so we have most of the lid inked now, and because we have reused quite a lot of, we have actually reused all the frames for the closing part, I'm just going to duplicate the frames and reuse those frames for the closing animation. And here we have it, the animation, the line work. We have yet to add the colors, so that's what we're going to do next.